I decided to rank the members of a certain VTuber group that I have been watching lately. This is all personal opinion, of course. There's nothing really professional about it. It's just how much I like them and why. So, without further ado, let's get into ranking Vshojo girls by how much I like them, because my opinion is the only one that matters. Look at all them. Isn't that cool? Yeah, that's cool. Alright, let's get it then. Oh, also, I know that there's, supposed to be another one, one that's not in the picture now. I don't even know her name. I honestly did not even know of her existence when I made this video. So she is not in it. I love crazy transitions. That's why everything is animated. Everything! Okay, so, number 7 on the list. Y'all ready? Aight. Number 7 is, drumroll please. I don't have any drums. Anyway. Silvervale. Now, this one, I'll be flat out with this and say that I don't, really dislike any of them, to be honest. It's just that with her, there's nothing for me to vibe to. I don't see anything that she has that is not had by another member of this group, you know? So I don't, Silvervale's not bad by any means, but I don't see anything unique, and that's why she's in number 7, because I don't, Number 6, are you ready? Now this one I have a slightly more legitimate complaint about. This one is Zentrea. This one might be a little controversial. I do not know how to say that word. I English much good, as you can all tell. Now, with her, the thing is, honestly, it's the voice. I fucking hate the stupid text-to-speech thing. It annoys the shit out of me. I mean, I don't actually dislike her content besides that. If she were to actually use a real voice, she could probably be at least a couple of spots higher on this list. So, yeah, that that is what it is right there. And honestly, when I first was making this list, she was number 7. It's just that I was thinking about it, and her voice really is the only issue I have with her, which is why she's higher than Silvervale, who I just don't see really any personal appeal to. Now, number 5. Hime Hajime. She ranks above the other ones because, I've seen some stuff from her that I liked. I don't really watch any of her personal content, but, I've seen her on other people's things and stuff. I've seen her on, I first saw her on Nux, Taku's fucking second channel there. Her and Fruit were both on, something. I don't remember exactly. She ranked above the other ones because what I do know about her I like more. But in reality, she's one of the biggest unknowns. So I couldn't really place her too low because I don't really have complaints per se. This one is probably more due to my own ignorance than anything else. For all I know, she could deserve to be higher. When I was first making this list, only 2 spots on the entire list were actually decided right when I had the idea. That would be number 1 and number 4. Speaking of which, number 4, Yanners. Now, with her, shut the fuck up, you. Honestly, with her, it's kind of like Hime, except that I've seen more things with her in it that, I did enjoy. So that's why she's higher. Yeah. I mean, she beats out the two at the very bottom because I have like serious issues with them. But she's all right. I mean, I do think that she could be a little better, but she's pretty cool and she's pretty funny. So I mean, yeah, I think this is fair. Because you know, like I said before, when I started this thing way at the beginning, I don't actually hate any of them. It's just that I have to rank them, and honestly, when I was deciding all of this, numbers 2, 3, and 4 were all sort of in like a three-way tie. And out of the three of them, she was the first one who I was like, yeah, all right, she should take a step back, and I'll decide between the other two. And I thought about it for a while longer with them. So that's why she's here. Take it or leave it. I really don't care. Moving on. I fucking love animations like this. I love everything that's over the top and super dramatic. Whoosh. Number 3. Getting into the top 3. These are the ones that I actively like. I'll at least watch some of their actual personal content, and if I see them on somebody else who actually likes videos, I'll be more likely to click on it rather than just not having an issue with it. This is Project Melody. I do think that she is really funny, and it's pretty cool. Just to be honest, the one who took number 2 just made a much better first impression on me, which is what tipped the scales in their favor a little bit. So, yeah. I mean, Melody is really cool from what I've seen, at least. I mean, she made number 3 out of 7. That's pretty solid. Now, on to number 2. Which, aside from the one who I already decided would be number 1 when I made the video, came out on top. And in number 2 we have... this time I'm actually going to do a drum roll effect, so drum roll! Fruit. She made a really good first impression on me because the first clip I ever saw of her made me laugh, like, way more than it probably should have. And it was the whole fucking flowy wing clip. If you know really anything about these people, you should know what I'm talking about. It was one of her, like, earlier things, or maybe even earliest. I'm not 100% sure on that one. But, like, she was, like, moving a little bit and was talking about how flowy her wings were and how much she liked them. And then she stopped because, as you can see, her little wings are chest level, and it went back to her face. And she said something along the lines of, like, you are looking at my wings, right? And for some reason, I fucking died. And overall, I like her mannerisms. She's really funny. But like I said, it was that first impression that set her above Melody. Which, of course, leaves my absolute favorite out of literally all of the VTubers, possibly even all of the YouTubers. And, like, hell, actually, she's pretty high on the list of just general people. And I actually do have some legitimate reasons for that, which I will lightly touch on. In number 1, we have Iron Mouse. Also, occasionally called Iron Rat for some reason. I don't know about that. I had nothing to do with that. But this woman right here, like, I don't really want to get into, like, the nitty gritty about it, but, like, when I first heard, like, her content and, like, saw any of that, I was in a really bad place, like, fucking, like, downward spiral, like, like fucking suicidal level depression. Like, I was drunk as fuck and listening to music, and I kept alternating between shouting and breaking things and literally crying. And I lost my phone. I had been pacing around and I had set it down somewhere and I couldn't find it. And YouTube was on autoplay, and it autoplayed one of her videos. And it took me a while to find my phone, so I wound up listening to some of it. And by the time I got my phone again, it was on a clip of her singing. And I just remember sitting there and like staring at my phone and just like all of the fucking crazy emotions and shit that I've been feeling, and like just like everything, because I have had like a really, really fucking shitty life, and especially in the past year. Like a year ago, I had my own house, I had a good job, I was engaged, and back in December of last year, I pretty much lost everything. My fiance ran off out of state due to the whole COVID thing and downsizing. I lost my job and was having a hard time finding one, so I couldn't afford payments on my home anymore. And I was actually homeless for a few months. Like, I've had a really bad year. Yeah, it was honestly pretty fucking horrible. And it was just like, I was having a complete breakdown. And like, I legit do not know if I would be here right now if it were not for her videos and the fact that I stumbled across them the way I did. Like, something about, like, I don't know. It's really hard for me to actually put into words. But like I said, I honestly do not know if I would be here if it were not for her. And because of that, she is at the top of this list, at the top of a lot of lists, and probably always will be. Like, I literally feel gratitude to this woman from the bottom of my heart. And she pretty much has secured my lifelong support. Like, at this point, it does not really matter what she does. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, it's the least I can do, you know? So, yeah, fucking Iron Mouse wins. Hands down, no fucking contest. Like I said, the moment I had the idea for this video, I had already decided that she would be number one. And she always will be. That's all she wrote. And that is the end. Whew, that was a little bit heavier than my normal content. But yeah, so, oh god, I'm so fucking tired. I literally, like, I've been up since, well, when you guys are seeing this, it will be Sunday, probably sometime early afternoon. I have been up since 11 o'clock on Friday because I had some stuff to deal with Friday night, and I did not want to go to sleep in the middle of the day because I did not want to miss Iron Mouse's stream. I was there and I watched the whole fucking thing, which honestly is always a treat. And as such, I am very tired. It is like 5 o'clock Sunday morning right now. So, I'm cutting it off here. I have no idea what I will make for Monday's video. I will probably post about it on Twitter though, so just look out there.